Hey there. Have you ever wondered what some of the sort of deeper benefits of starting a YouTube channels are? Maybe you've watched all the, YouTube channels that talk about, how to get all the views, how to maximize your, all your settings, how to get more subscribers, and there's like a gazillion of those movies out there. But this movie, it's for you if you're also wondering about what happens to you when you go through this process of starting your own YouTube channel. Because we're all there, we're like, oh, I have something I want to say, I have something I want to share with the world, I'm really good at like fixing bicycles, or I'm really great at healing, whatever it is, we have something that we want to share with the world, and that's why we start some kind of channel. Could be YouTube, could be Instagram, right? And then of course we're like, oh, I'm interested in, how many people are watching me, and I'm interested in, where in the world, because you can actually find that out, people are watching you. But what happens to you? This is what I'm going to talk about in this video. So if you're interested, stick around. My name is Marie, and this is my YouTube channel. I've been here for a little bit over 2 months now, and I welcome you back if you've already been here with me. And if you're new, then join the movement, right? So what I want to talk about is what happens to you when you start a YouTube channel. And, there's this tremendous actually thing that starts to happen to you, because essentially you're facing a lot of your fears. You're facing your fear of being in front of a camera, which is like a huge thing. You're facing your fear of being seen by other people. You're facing your fear of just allowing yourself to fully step into and showing yourself to other people, right? It's can be really extremely scary, which is preventing a lot of people from doing it, actually. So I want to tell you why you should do it, because there's so many amazing reasons why you should do it. So the first one is you start to lean into becoming more of you. So because you're facing all these fears of being in front of this camera, of speaking to other people, of receiving comments, maybe not always so awesome comments, and sometimes amazing comments. Like, I just want to say that there's just this brilliance out there. But through that process of you leaning more back into who you are and trusting that you can show yourself, trusting that you are okay in front of a camera, trusting that people are going to receive you in a good way, you start to give acceptance to a lot of pieces of you that maybe you didn't even know were there. Like all these sort of fragments of you that are a little scared. Maybe your inner child knew that, oh, attention means that I'm in trouble, right? So showing my face on camera, it's going to get me in trouble. And when I say it out loud, you might be like, oh, that's not me. But when you start, you're going to realize that you have all these blocks. So when you start to lean more back into you, which is my number one reason why you should start a YouTube channel, is you start to peel through all of those fears, and you start to feel like more and more you. It's almost like you're digging your way back into your center, and you're just removing all the things that are not you, the fears, right? And it's an amazing feeling when you start to really discover you. And it happens actually quite fast, because what happens is you start to get out there, you start to get feedback, you talk to other people, and before you know it, you're sort of like peeling away at all those pieces that were not you. Number two is that you learn how to communicate to others, not just through this medium, where you're saying like, oh, I have these things that I want to talk about. I've heard about, all these things, and I now know I want to express them. So you learn how to communicate, you learn how to say things in a way that would make sense to other people, not just in your head, right? Because you might have been thinking about things for a very long time, but when you say it out loud, you're like, that didn't come out quite right. So that's the first thing you learn. You learn how to be an effective communicator, both in front of a camera and then maybe also on a public stage, right? Where you can really express yourself in a positive way and in a way that people can understand. And the second thing that happens as part of this communication piece is you also start to express yourself to other people in your life. So let's say you've kind of been in the closet, right? And you've maybe only talked to other spiritual people about what your thoughts, because there you felt safe, and there you felt like, oh, okay, these are my people. I can express myself. They will mirror back to me that this is okay. But what you also slowly start to do, which is slowly starting to happen to me now, is you start to tell other people what you're doing. You say, oh, I opened this channel on YouTube and I speak about spirituality. I speak about, what this world is really about. I speak about our divinity. Maybe that's not what you say the first go around, but the first go around you might even tell your aunt, that, oh yeah, I started a YouTube channel. I'm a coach, right? You don't have to go super deep into it, but you can start to express yourself slowly. And as you're expressing yourself, just because our voice is so powerful, that's what we a lot of times create with when we say it out loud. You start to step fully more into you as well, because now you're expressing yourself to the outside world. So the communication piece is really awesome. Then the third piece, which I think is the most amazing piece actually, is you start to trust. You start to trust the flow of life. Whereas before you were maybe like, I don't know if I can say that. I don't know if it's too early for this. I don't know if the world is ready for what I have to say. Maybe, and all these things. And also not just in your expressing yourself on this medium, in you being you in your regular life. You're just going to start to trust all the synchronicities that are happening in your life. And you're going to start to lean into those more. Because each time you do, you're going to feel like, oh, that wasn't so bad. Like that actually pointed me in the direction that I should go in. That actually brought me to a place where I needed to go. So you start to trust in the flow of life. You start to lean into again, right? Like my number one point of like leaning into yourself. You start to also lean into the universe, which by the by is one and the same thing, right? Your body, the universe, the cosmos, it's all in here. It's all in here. So when you start to trust yourself, when you start to trust the universe, you're trusting the one and the same entity, the one architect, the one source, right? The God, being, universe. So you become more of you, and you also allow more to be a vessel, not just being Marie talking or your name talking, but you allow it to come through you. And then you start to realize that was you all along. You were that universe being pushed through your fractal all this time. It just had a particular expression. It had a quality of you, right? A quality of me is like, oh, okay, I might have, a lot of humor. I might laugh a lot. I might be like really talkative about what I love, for example, right? And you have other expressions of you that are very particularly for you. And then you start to realize everything else is being filtered through you. The universe is you, and you're one and the same. And you're just this vessel that are expressing things to other people that are also receiving this information at the same time as you are. And they resonate with you because it's resonating through as truth in their own body. They can feel it, that, oh, right, this feels right. This is what I'm receiving also. And that's why I'm watching this video and resonating with this information, because I also know this is true. I hope this was super helpful. I would love for you to start your own channel. It's so much fun, and it's just so expressive. And if you don't do that, then maybe go ahead and do something that you've been wanting to do. Start that dancing class, because hey, your legs were made for dancing, right? Don't feel like you're too old to start that, a Zumba class or whatever it might be, flamenco. I did that once, that was a disaster. But anyway, we'll take that another time. So, start that art class, start that, whatever it is that you feel like, oh, I can't do that. Do it and watch your life transform. And give me a note if you've already started it and you're 2 months in or 3 months in or 1 year in, and say, I did this and wow, my whole universe, me, opened up and now I'm completely different. What a wonderful thing that was. Right? So I hope this video gave you insight into what the other background benefits of expressing yourself in any kind of way is creatively, to express yourself and see how you can then start to realize that you're divine, that you're the universe, and that you're absolutely beautiful. Lots of love. Namaste.